Everybody, welcome back to Manor and Brass, episode 43 with me, Sid, and this is the first episode where the Manor and Brass world is not running on a server. I have downloaded the world. We are running in single player. My cunning plan, however, yeah, there's always a however. Hello, Mr. Drowned. My cunning plan to upload Greg Take New Horizons has come to naught. It turns out getting 1.7.10 packs working on servers some 10 years on since it was out, harder than I recall. I'm sure it could be done. I'm not sure whether it's worthwhile. The amount of effort I've already spent on it is somewhat silly. So yeah, I'm not going to sweat that particular detail. What it does mean is I've got 4 months of a decent spec server sat running, with 4 months left on it, and not a lot of stuff to do. So yeah, if anybody's got any ideas, do let me know. So last episode we threw out this butcher's building, which is pretty straightforward, just the usual thing. I do need to put a smoker in there, and I put a wall around the edges here. It doesn't go all the way, but it's there. And I do want to stick a smoker in there as well, because I do want to stick a couple of butchers in there. I need to extend the wall things, and I have started putting in, I've put in and edged off. All of this is now inaccessible except to a spider. Nothing can climb. They're all 2 block tall. As we move around here, this side's okay, but you know, they've got the thing again. Nothing accessible on this side. And I've done something similar on this side, putting in the dirt. It's still not all growing the grass in. Do need to take out some of this, put this in, and similarly I have done over here. So the only area that something can come out of the water and walk up is here, around this side. So that's fine, and this side is starting to feel and look somewhat built. I need to build something here, and I had an idea that I'm also going to stick a cave in and make a little smuggler's cave under this bit. So what I want is a structure that that is useful to me and has got some, that is not what I wish to do, has got some practical functionality to it. So what we're going to start off with for starters is I would like get me a couple of those for now. I've got a few gearboxes, but I need more. I've got my brass funnels, so that's all good. I don't want an attribute filter, I just want a bog standard filter, but let's try and work this out, because we've got a fair amount of space here. So my thoughts are maybe even to come back a little bit further, and about here, if I were to go 1, 2, 3, 1 more. Nope, that's not going to work. So when I was doing this, I realised I was a little bit short on smooth stone, at least in my system. Probably got some in the build boxes, but you know, that's not a major issue. Yeah, I thought, you know, a little bit short. So we needed to come up with a solution to the shortness. So if I want a water wheel, for example, which I do, don't need the one though, slabs and a large gear, that is just I don't want that one, do I? Just give me a wood. There we go. One of them and a couple of pieces of wood will do the trick. So take that, and then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those, and a crafting table. Zhup and a zhup. And then I'm going to need some encased chain drive. So what we're going to do is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be the thing, and then so that's right, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to have an encased chain drive there, and then 3, 4, 5, like so. And in theory, I could then, and I may even do it that way, because I could do oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on a second. Let me get this right. That's going to go there, and there, and there. And then, all things being equal, if I stick my water there, that's going to turn that way, which should drive everything that way. Let me just go and grab a piece of water and we will check that one out. Bloop, bloop. Now this is not obviously going to be all of the function of the build, but I do want the building to have a function. So that should be turning, that should all be going that direction. And that is all wonderful, good, and awesome. And then we can just block this all in here. Now the only danger here is that these are turning the wrong way. But for that I need 5 fans. Fan, 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 which is simple enough. It's 5 propellers, 5 of those. So let's get those going. So 5 propellers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 20, I think. So we get 5 of those. Then we need 5 thingy-my-boys, so we're going to need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really just need to carry an axe, you know, in my inventory there. Maybe just put it in and just keep it there. That's probably a better or more sensible use of time. I think I may even have one in here as well. So yeah, maybe we keep that one out of there and we'll put that one back in there. That's better. And then we can just pop you in there. Lovely. Right, all good. And I need 5 pieces of andesite alloy. So that's 5 of those, and the fan requires some of those, which is just that. 1, 2, 3. Actually, just do couple, and because we may. No, it's not that way. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was more than that, but there you go. Let's just. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9, but there you go, doesn't matter. So that lot will go together there. And then what did I need? Oh, and a shaft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Armed with all of that, we should be good to make those, which, if this is going the right direction, the particles will head up. They are excellent. That's all good. And then I need a little bit of a belt, some beltage. You're down there, right? Which is just 6 of those. Thunk, like that. And that can go in there like so. Oh, good. I do want to get myself some stone and dirt blocks out because we are going to need to decorate this. In fact, let's just move this a bit closer, shall we? Because I'm kind of flipping backwards and forwards here. Get myself some of this polished deep slate for starters, and we're going to stick you in there. There. And there. And we'll do some there. We'll probably need to do down here as well. That will do us for starters. Boop. And what else? Let me just drop off a little bit more dirt. Sorry, I thought I heard something walking around. It's probably just one of those Fletchers. Let's also take one of those there and there. Do I have any kind of storage about my personage that is going to be useful? I mean, wooden crate would be the easiest thing, wouldn't it? But that's probably going to be not in there. Okay. I think I need to head back and just grab myself some storage. Let's go and do that. I also need to make sure I've got the necessaries for a basic filter. So this is just a rapid smelter. The only difference between this and the way I normally do it is I'm blasting the lava streams up rather than across. So let me have a look at crates. See, those are probably the easiest way, and I think they will work well. And then if I want a filter, I want one of that filter. It's just there. Okay, that should give us everything we need there. And we're just going to whack a crate here and a crate there. We are going to grab a couple of brass funnels, because brass funnels eject full, I think it's full stacks. And you are going to have a filter on you. So for example, let's go with stone and accept. And then we just need to update that whenever we go. And the last thing we need is... no. Tank setting. we're just going to pop the lava bucket there. And we're going to do saucers just because I prefer them. And there we go. So if I now go and grab myself a stack of cobblestone or 2 and chuck those in there, they should be cooking as they go across. They can't go in there until they become something on the filter, which the stack is, I mean, this is only going to take a few seconds, so, and it can do 5 stacks simultaneously, so that's pretty good. He says it's pretty quick. It is still quick. I mean, that still took next to no time, and we've got 2 things. Right, now we need a build around this, because this is obviously a smeltery. I want to put a build that goes around here. We're going to build this one by hand. We're not going to be using no cannons for this. This is going to be off the hoof, so to speak. I do also need my, let me have a look, I'm going to need my wood box and probably my plant box for starters. Although plants are more for decorative purposes. We've got ebony, ember, ember, what's this? Ember pedu. Just want to see what options I have with that. The trapdoor really doesn't work for that one. So what I do want is, I think it's scorched. Here we go, scorched log. 3 of those makes 3, and we just need firelight dust, which we can get from imps, firelights, and seared spirits. And I've probably got plenty of it. So let's see how we're going to do this. Let me have a little poke around. I'm going to think, let me just see, what can we do with you, starters? Let's change you to a stone cutter. What have you got? You do some nice things. Okay, that's interesting. Let's just get myself 16 of those. And we'll start here. 2, 3, 4. Like that. And then we'll go to this side on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About there. 2, 3, 4. And similarly about there. And then we can do something further around here. Maybe just take a smaller kind of a loop off. So yeah, that works. All right, let me finagle a few things and I'll be back in a mo. All right, getting there steadily. Brick and cut granite walls. These could be a pain, but we'll find out, won't we? I do need a door. The door is going to be ebony because I'm going to use quite a lot of dark colours in this. So there's our door. Is that going to work? Of course it's not. It will work there, of course, though. So that's a bonus. Although this is actually going to be something built off the back here. That's fine. We're going to have a little upstairs area up here, which will probably have a stairwell, maybe coming up that way. We'll work that one out in a moment. And we're going to have a flat roof there. We're going to have a peaked roof up here. Yeah, and this is going to have some bits and pieces around it as well. So what I do need to do, I had to go and buy a whole load of bricks, because that's the one thing. Hello. Let's just go and get this stuff, because I need scorched wood. Scorched wood will be hopefully a nice material. Scorched wood. No, okay. Oh, that's people back. So I'll be back in a mo. But I definitely need you, and you will go with logs. So I'll see you in a short while. Okay, right. I have. I'll just get rid of some of this because I don't really need it all. That I do need. I have got a basic structure. It doesn't have any floor or door up here. I have changed this out to blocks because the walls were just not working for me. And we've got nothing out here right now. So, during the construction of this, I was getting a little, just a smidgen annoyed with the with having to go backwards and forwards to get more materials, because I know I got materials, and the materials I wanted, things like, you know, campfire, stuff like that, that if I've not put them in my build box, then I'm in trouble, because I can't get them. And it occurred to me that there is a solution to this. Now the question is, I do have a nether star, so can I make a beacon? I know it's a beacon. I can. Now, if I remember rightly, and I can never remember the size of the beacon, but I've got lots and lots and lots and lots of iron. Lots of iron. I mean, many, many blocks of iron. You know, this is not a problem. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. It's a bit too. The question is, can I? If I go, if that is the middle, if I come, can I do it on the? Can I fit a beacon somewhere within 8 blocks of that bound terminal, of this terminal here? Or do I use this terminal? Because then I can go, you know, a different direction. I could also put a terminal over on this side. I mean, there's no reason why I couldn't. It's just that that is where the terminal is. So if I were to go that way, how much space do I have? That looks to me very much like the limit, that direction. I don't know. It's awkward because it needs to be within 8 blocks of that. The other question is, what's actually, I don't know. I've kind of built myself into a corner. So if I go this direction, oh, I don't know how to do this. This is going to be really awkward. This direction's actually not too bad. But the question is, can I get a block that allows light to travel? 1, 2, 3. I could possibly do it out here. Or maybe if I was about there. You see, that's not even actually the middle. That's not, that's I need to try and figure this out, because it's... I would say that I was probably... Yeah, I'm just literally... That is the middle of my... That there is where the thing is. So, how do I do this? I need to get a beacon, and the beacon needs to go... Oh, I see where that's from. Okay. Right, this is awkward. I need a beacon with an innate radius of this. Because what I want to do, let's have a look at the wireless. So a wireless terminal requires me to have an ender pearl, which of course we know is in my travel bag, because I don't keep any in the system, which is silly. So let's fix that for starters. And we need one of those, which is easy, and we need one of those, which is easy, and that will give me one of those, which if I bind it okay, how do you bind? Not like that, that's for certain. Not clear how to bind. Let's have a look at this then. Hang on. At Tom's. So you've got your terminal. Got your trims, you've got your inventory cable connectors, you've got your inventory proxies, hoppers, level emitters, and that, but no actual indication of how to bind that to that. I need to go and figure that out. Back in a second. Alright, so this is simple enough. This, I'll worry about the beacon in a bit. This will allow me to extend my range to 8 blocks of that. So as long as I can see it, I can open it. As it says, 16 blocks, sorry. However, what I need to do is, I need to go to the Nether. You know what, let's just go the hard way. Because I need to get down. And I need to go and get some more. I've only got 3 netherite basically, and of course I need 4 to make a netherite ingot, which can be combined with a whole bunch of things, including the wireless access terminal, which will then give me access to the hooferator. Now what I do need is we need to go down, and And then we need to go and head this way. And I have got my, let me just double check that I've got my Crimson Pendant, so I should be fire immune. And then what we need to do is dig. And I need to go for a 5. That's right, isn't it? So, and I think, do I do that there? No, I do it one over. Well, for start, I do it 1 over. And we basically run a corridor. I'm not saying magic's overpowered or anything. There you go, there's 3 already. But magic is most definitely overpowered. Wonderful. That's why I love it in the mod so much. I think I just got another one. Which means, yeah, still none there. So, I don't need to do a lot, but I will run along and try and find myself a few more while I'm down here, because I've made the effort of coming here, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I got about 5, I think it was. So that gives me enough to make 2 netherite ingots, which I only need 1, but we'll take 2 anyway. Just because you never know when you'll want another netherite ingot, and then I'll have to go and dig for it all again and do all of that good stuff. So let me make a netherite ingot, and let's make 1, and I'll make 1 of those, and then we shall go over to our forging table and we shall pop that in there. And this now has press the something key to open, that's fine, but bound. So now I should be able to go up to 64 blocks away and access my crafting table. Bound to. So that's all good. However, I still need to try and get a beacon running within 8 blocks of this. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh crap. Yeah, oh, and of course I duped a few things. Yes, the drawback of having your dig spell too powerful is sometimes you blow the crap out of everything. So let me just put a lot of this back, and I'll be back in a mo. Alright, this is definitely not perfect. I appear to have a beacon base now sticking out the middle bottom of my storage room, which I should be able to probably well, am I going to be able to disguise it? Probably not, unless I mean, that's got nothing in it. Those are not used. That's empty. That has got some, so it needs to come down. No, oh, that's a limited barrel. You know, so I mean, you could take the granite, for example, and maybe I need to replace that a little bit. It does not want to play, apparently. There you go. And obviously we can muck around to some degree with this. I'm ringing me now. Yeah, so, but we have got this going, which means that in theory my wireless terminal should now work anywhere in the overworld. So we shall go and try that for starters. Anywhere more than 64 blocks away. Well, that's definitely going to be... If I just go to here, it's going to be more than 64. So, yep, still working. And that area is chunk loaded, so it shouldn't be a problem. Still working. But better still, it should work in any dimension. So let's just go and try going to here. Outstanding. So now, whenever and that definitely wants enchanting, whenever I want items, I can get them without having to come back. Let me just go and see what that call was about, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, we've well, I've hidden the offending beacon base. It looks a little bit out of place, but at least it's not obviously a massive great beacon poking out there. On this side, of course, we now have a beacon beam flying out of the top, but that is fine. I'm not entirely sure. Let me just check something. Oh, I can't do it with that one. Oh, if only there was a quick way I could get some moss. Like, say, that. What's that anyway? Endermosh. Okay. Can I do that? I can. Perfect. Better still. We have a nice purple beam coming out. It's a shame I couldn't send right like so through the middle of the building or something, but that is the issue there. Right, I need to protect this thing because this was expensive. Well, it's not. I say this was expensive. It's not that expensive, but it's expensive enough. That I wouldn't want to lose it. So let's tombstone enchant it. But that means now we don't actually need that build bag, or at least we don't need to build bag. We don't need the build bag. Period. We can just have everything in our storage system and just pull them out from that, which is possibly a little bit overpowered. I don't know. However, we do need to bring this back, and I need a floor for that, so let's go with we'll just go with plain. Dark oak, I think, actually. Why not? It's as good as any. I've got plenty of it and it's to hand. That is going to be a absolute game changer. Obviously. Oops, hello. Get those out, and then I need a door. Ebony variety, I suppose. Yep, we'll do the same again. That lot can go away. And interesting little chimney structure on the top. Nothing too fancy, but a couple of windows, and then we just need to. Right, that needs to come down. Now, is there a dirt stair? I can never, or a dirt slab. Either will do. There is that one. Let's go with that. We need to make that. Okay, let's just do this the sensible way. Boop. No. Boop. 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 And then probably something similar coming in. Perhaps a Bit of polished deep slate just to start off with. Maybe even a bit of cobbled deep slate just for a variety piece there. And then we can throw a bit of that in. And if I jump into my building resources bag, and this is where I have kind of a conflict of decisions here, because, for example, he says try to dig with a spell that is no longer in his inventory. You got that going over there. We're kind of going to bring that down here. That's going to go over there, and then we're going to take you and one of those, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And I'm going to take a bit of that because I don't necessarily want these steps to be all dirt. So that kind of takes you in there nicely. That brings us back to here, and then we can just put all of this stuff back for now. As I say, this is where the dilemma comes in, because that sorting system I've got kind of used to now. So that's my first problem. There you go. That's nice. We've got all of that going on. This allows us to get in and just take the filter, and then we just need to put some lighting in, which I should have some lanterns about. So let's chuck a lantern there. Nope. There and there, and we'll do one up. Oh, I actually need to put a. I need to put a ceiling in upstairs, don't I? What have I got in the way of slabby jabbies? Dark oak slabs, perfect. Slabs are ideal just because they mean that nothing spawns on top. I don't need to light up under the roof. It's not that it's a problem to light up, because obviously I can just do that using the magic again. There, I think that will be enough of that. So, let me put those away and then chuck all of that in there. That is going to be an absolute game changer. Right, what else do I want? Have I got any iron? Got a little bit of iron ore, and I've got quite a bit of raw iron. What about copper? Got quite a lot of raw copper. What about gold? I've got a little bit of gold and a reasonable amount of that, and I don't know why I'm doing that, because I could just do that and that would be just as easy. Oh, I wanted that iron ore though. Yeah. Is that all the... There we go. I don't need that much. What can I do with those? I can shape them into those blocks, but yeah, not really what I was aiming for. I was wondering if I'd got any means of hooferating these. Right, let me go and grab spruce. And what I want to do over here is put a lean-to on the back. Well done. Let's have a look. Get me some fence. I will do that. Spruce fence if you don't mind. That will give us that. And then what we can do is we can just stack no. Thank you, motorcycle, for scaring me half to death. Whether you'd have gold ore just scattered around outside, that is of course debatable, but doesn't really matter. It's just the idea is to give the impression that there is a pile of raw materials stored out back ready to smelt. So that will do that, and then probably we need a bit of maybe. Oh, have I not got an anvil? Okay, give me an anvil. Whether we would have that or not, I don't know, but that's another thing. Get some coal. Get me a coal block. Can I do anything fancy with coal blocks? No, I can't. Just. I mean, I can make a coal barrel, but that's hardly. Throw a bit of coal down, I suppose, but it kind of doesn't really make a huge amount of sense. And then it's just a matter of decorating. So let's have a look what we got in the way of. We've got some tables, a little bit of bedside tableage going on there. Maple crafting table might look not reasonably nice. Smithing table, yeah, I mean it's as good as any, isn't it? We're definitely going to need a bed or two, so we'll take a couple of those. Carpet, what we got? We'll take the blue. What else? What else? Sofa. Well, we can. Oh no, I can't make. I can make those though. And I can make those, which will allow me to make those. There we go. Oh, why did it take me this long, table, to do this? Chairs. Let's have a look at chairs. Necro Lord chair. Probably not what I'm looking for. Let's just take half a dozen of those. What about some candles? Half a dozen of those. Books. Take that one maybe, and well, let's just have a quick swizz through what we got floating in here, if anything. Yeah, we can take a. No, that's probably not what I'm looking for. You know, when you sit there, oh, that might, no, actually, no, that won't. There's nothing screaming at me at the moment to say, put me in. So the other thing I'm thinking of in the area is I am going to ultimately need to start thinking about well, quite a lot of things, to be honest. I'll take one of them. I'm going to start need to. I'll take a bit of that as well, and one of those. I'll get there eventually. I'm going to need to start thinking about the defence of this island, because Mobs are spawning on this island. You know, it is not safe. And whilst I can make it as safe as humanly possible by, you know, the careful application of stuff, there are limitations on what we can actually achieve. I mean, look, that is probably not a spawnable area, and yet we have got and if I were to F7 on this, you can see that it's not showing as spawnable, and the reason for that is because it's not in this version. But of course, wow, that's not brilliant, is it? Okay. Yeah, we can throw a bit of that there with maybe a bit of that on it, and we can put one over there and maybe get an iron ingot and pop that on there just to indicate the iron ingotiness of this space. Pop that up there. How much more do we need to do? A bit of carpet. Couple of chairs. Oh, we're going to put we're going to put one of these in, weren't we? Pop that there. Pop that in the back there. Stick that on there. Job, as they say, is a good one, and we just need then to start working on the surroundings. So all of this needs to be dressed up. Definitely need to go and do some more of these lampposts. I need to do a lot more of these lampposts actually. So I'm going to need ebony fences. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, and those stone pillars, which got the ebony fences, got the stone pillars, and we've got plenty of these lanterns. So let's start putting in some lighting over and above so maybe one there, maybe even one here, definitely one there, and then we can kind of build these up. So I want to get this so it is lit. I know there are going to be mobs spawning, so we're going to use probably the golems from the Manor and Artifice. For a moment there I could not remember the name, which would have been embarrassing. Well, I couldn't remember the name, you know, it came. It was a definite thing that I couldn't remember. So we can throw these in at various places throughout. Where appropriate, we'll just have the one. And sometimes we'll have 2, like maybe here. So it kind of adds to that. And then we need to start playing around with greenery, I think. Let me do that. I'll be back in a mo. Actually, we are going to do that next time. We've got lots to be going on with, but this is starting to grow, and with the addition of this to our stable of tools, we are going to have considerably more available to us than to make this a lot easier. So we'll pick this up next time. We're going to try, I think, and get all of this area. I'm going to put possibly a small dwelling here, just as almost a standard villager dwelling. That will be a tree. There'll be some trees and stuff over here, and greenery, hidden lighting, and of course, that's not going to help me, is it? Get dead, mister. And then we can work on the Smuggler's Cave, which I have actually already tentatively placed the access, which is either here or here. Could be that one. And we obviously need to set this up so it works better for other materials and you know, iron or gold or whatever. But I am happy with that. I am more than happy with this. And oops, hello. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.